Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Miss Fin Show. I am your host, Miss Fins. Welcome back. Thank you so much for coming through, guys. Thank you for coming through. You already know what I'm gonna ask. You already know what I'm gonna say. Go ahead and do me a favor and hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button, share, subscribe. Let everybody know that we are live today. We got a fun show like always, guys. You already know. We're going to be discussing all the awesome things that we have available here. So go ahead and take a look at what am I gonna say? Take a look at what we got available, guys. It is the AFC East show. Thank you so much. Every Wednesday we will be discussing our opponents in the division. Why? Because that's the only way really to gauge how are we doing. Because as I always say, the easiest way for the Dolphins to get to the Super Bowl is by winning the division, ladies and gentlemen. And how can we do that? Oh, we got to find out how close we are to our biggest opponents. So thank you so much, guys, for coming through. I really do appreciate it. That's what we're going to be discussing. It is the essentially, this is it. This is week one of the NFL schedule. I'm so unbelievably excited. So happy that I can't even contain myself anymore. I've got the schedules for all three teams. My predictions from earlier this off season, and what I based on all the changes, what my new prediction is gonna be, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna go through their schedule. We're gonna go through the opponents and how can we win the division. We're gonna go over all of that today. So thank you so much for that. So like I said, hit that like button, guys. Share, subscribe, like, let everybody else know. Follow on all social media, guys. Everything is labeled as Miss Phins, MISSPHINS. Thank you so much. You could also join the Pick'ems Challenge. It's absolutely free, giving away merch and giving away an awesome prize at the end of the season. So join the free Pick'ems Challenge, ladies and gentlemen. Join the free Pick'ems Challenge so that way you can earn some cool merch as well. Thank you. As I always say, thank you so much. We are so close to 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Man, I'm like so excited because if you know Miss Fans, you know Miss Fans comes out here and puts her mind, blood, sweat, and tears for you guys. Okay, and how Like, how do you do this, Miss Vince? Very easy, ladies and gentlemen. We get you great, 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 great prices over here as well. Just like our giveaway for our 1,000 subscriber giveaway. It is a fully stitched Tua Tonga Vailoa autograph t shirt. It was autographed August 5th of this year during this, well, not during, after the scrimmage game at Hard Rock Stadium. It was awesome. It was dangerous getting that autograph, but we got it. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes, yes, yes. Tonight, um, we're going to be discussing some more stuff here for us as well, ladies and gentlemen. It is, like I said, week one. So, thank you for going through that. Guys, we got football. Thank God. Tomorrow we start. There you go. That's mostly the week one schedule that you will see, ladies and gentlemen, for this entire week. It's gonna be awesome, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely awesome. Let me take that away so you can see the full schedule. You got all week one. And tonight we got the second season of League Wide Wednesdays with my co-host, Mr. Color Commentary, who I believe is live right now. What's up, Color? Um, we will be discussing again league wide Wednesday. So you guys already know we go over the entire league. What's going on? We do our pick'ems. So we're picking each winner for each game for the season for that particular week. We're gonna preview those games, and we also pick our most impactful players as well. So it's a lot of fun. It's great to take a look at the NFL as a whole, how the AFC is doing, how the NFC is doing, so we can see who's gonna end up being the overall winner at what do you call it? At eh, my brain. is, Who's gonna be the overall winner? There it is. The overall winner for the Super Bowl. Because I mean, it's all about the Super Bowl, people. So there you go. But ladies and gentlemen, if you can do me a favor, like I said, hit that like button. Thank you so much. As I always say, it is great. Thank you. Thank you for keeping it clean for the children. Because you know that we like to stay clean for the children, meaning keep it PG, ladies and gentlemen. We have plenty of people that come through. We want to keep this as a family friendly show. So thank you so much for helping me do that as well. And with that being said, it allows us to have great content and great conversations here. So thank you so much for that, for sure. Let's see here. I don't know if I got something. There it is. Boom, skillet biscuit. Let me go ahead and say hello to everybody. Oh wait, I forgot. As I always say, we win together, we lose together. Dolphins for life. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Thank you. Tonight also we have our fantasy draft. Yes, we do. It is at 8 p.m. tonight. Okay, 8 p.m. tonight. We got the fantasy draft, ladies and gentlemen. You're gonna be getting our fantasy show tonight at 8 p.m. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna be picking live our teams, so that's gonna be great, guys. I really do appreciate all of you guys that are coming by and doing the fantasy league. It's gonna be great. Absolutely, and it might even be better for those who are already in the league because right now I still need two more people to make it a 12-person league. But hey, if we don't have those two people and we make it a 10-person league, then that's even better odds for the winner to get $200. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I need two more people. Let's make it happen. If you don't, if we end up not having it, then guess what? We will probably end up having just the 10 teams, which it will still actually be pretty good because then it gives me an opportunity to murder all you. No, I'm just kidding. Beat all of you guys as well. So there you go. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So we got tonight. We got League Wide Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Normally it's gonna be at Wednesdays at 8 p.m. And we also have our draft show at 8 p.m. So it's gonna be a lot of misfits you're gonna be getting this afternoon. So definitely stay tuned because it's gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Let me say good morning to all of you guys so we can get into this real quick. Thank you guys for coming through. Dolphin State of Mind. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, Miss Fins. 4 days till Miami football. Fins up for life. Let's go. Absolutely. Daddy Dean, welcome. Welcome. Good morning, everybody. Michelle, welcome. Good morning, everybody. Steve. Steve. How you doing, Steve? Fins up. Good morning, Jeremiah. Good morning, Miss Fins. We can now officially get this party started because Miss Fins is in the house. Fins up and let's go, Dolphins. Absolutely. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning, Lady Dolphin, Miss Fins, and everyone. How you doing this morning? Check your pulse. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Delusional. How you doing, my friend? Yep. Pages in the building. Let's go. Adam S., welcome, welcome. Good morning. Fins up, yo. Absolutely. Go Canes. Go Canes. So let's get into this, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, we're going to discuss essentially our opponents, like I mentioned here. Why? Because we have to. We got to get to know our opponents. We got to get to know who are we going up against. Because at the end of the day, the easiest path for the Dolphins to win the Super Bowl, before we get there, we have to make sure. Oh, we have to make sure that we actually make it to what do you call it? That we actually make it to and win the division. But how can you win the division if you don't even know what your opponents are doing? If you have no idea what your opponents are doing, if you have no idea what's going on in your own division, how can you make a good strategic point? You know what I mean? Into actually getting this done. So, in order to do that, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, we went ahead and we we went ahead and actually took a look at this. Oh no, that's that one. That's that one. That's that one. Let me see. Give me a second, real quick. Should I? Should I not? Where do I have this? Hold on. Give me a second here, because I want to make sure. Oh, you know, I'll leave it there. There you go. Okay. And right now, like I said, we got to know exactly how they're doing. So I don't know if you guys remember, we went through the schedule for all of our opponents this off season, because the minute the schedule came out, the NFL dropped all the schedule. That was a whole release. Shout out to two teams who consistently make it awesome. I mean, the number one team, in my opinion, when it comes to releasing their schedule, has to be the Chargers. The little anime thingy, it's a lot of fun. And the second team this year, I would say the Tennessee Titans. Man, the Tennessee Titans, they had me laughing because they really did their thing this year. They did. I'm not gonna lie, they absolutely did. And you know what? I was actually very impressed. Very, very, very impressed. So I'm very, very happy that they actually did it. Let me see here. Let's see that first, and then oh, that's last year's. Oh man, come on, do y'all not have? Let's go. Well, that ain't it. So let's continue. So yeah, so that those two teams, man, they killed it. They absolutely killed it. I was laughing so hard. Yeah. So I'm glad that they ended up doing that. Now this year they went ahead and the Jester Cheetahs, the Atlanta, what was it? The Atlanta Florida Dolphins. I don't know what they call. They essentially ask regular random people the NFL logos and do you know the name of this team? And clearly, folks did not know the um, the different teams, but they did all know at least the Tennessee Titans one because man, that would have been real bad. I did not know their own local team, so at least they got that one. That's for sure. But anyways, it was still funny. It was still funny. So now we're gonna break down every single one of the predictions here, guys. We're gonna go over. Oh, it looks like we did it back in May. What month are we? September. That's 4 months ago. Almost 4 months ago. Okay, let's get into this. Okay, so let let's be honest. Not everybody's ready for this. Why? Because you don't want to talk about your opposing team, but we have to talk about the opposing team, ladies and gentlemen. We just do. We just do. Well, we gotta talk. There it is. We gotta talk about the opposing team, ladies and gentlemen. But it's okay, guys. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to worry about. Okay. Let's see here. I think that's it. Hopefully. Okay. Let's see. Give me 1 second here. We're gonna put Jets. Let's start out with the New Jersey Jets. Let's start out with the New Jersey Jets. Why? Well, because I don't know. I just always feel. Or should we go backwards? Who do we typically think is gonna end up being the last team of the season? That would be interesting. Oh dang! Good morning, Lance. Welcome, buddy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm thinking that we should probably start with the Jets. Why? Well, I mean, the Jets are they did a lot. Okay, they did a lot. The Jets this offseason did a lot. They got a lot of changes. Is it gonna be good for them? We don't know, but that we do know they did a lot. That's for sure. that's that's for sure. So we gotta see. Okay, so let's start with the Jets, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Jets schedule for this season. Yep. This is what they got right now as their schedule. You see that they got several opponents. It's a really hard schedule to take a look at. It's so tiny. I was trying to look for a bigger one, but that's the only one that I could see I could find. I mean, maybe they had. Hold on. Maybe I could get a different one. Hold on, cause like that one's tiny. Okay, I think I got one that might be a little bit bigger. Open image, new tab. No, because this thing is completely cut off. So, yep, that's what we got. That's what we're doing. This is the 2023-2024 schedule for the New Jersey Jets. The New Jersey Jets, ladies and gentlemen, week one, they're playing versus Buffalo at Buffalo. That's going to be this week, Monday Night Football. Then they got week two, Dallas Cowboys at 4 o'clock at Dallas. Oh, sorry. So they're playing at home versus the Buffalo. Then they go to Dallas. Third week, they are going to be at home versus New England. Fourth week versus Kansas City at home. Fifth week at Denver Broncos. Sixth week, they're going to be at home versus Philadelphia. Then they have the bye week, week 7. Okay. Then after the bye week, they go ahead and have week 8, New York Giants at New York Giants. Week 9 at home versus the LA Chargers. Week 10, they're going to go to Las Vegas, and they also go week 11 to Buffalo Bills. Then week 12, which is also Black Friday. I just can't believe they did that to us, man. Black flipping Friday. Like, oh, so annoying. Why Black Friday? You know what I mean? Like, why do they have to do that? That's super lame. I'm not happy about that. But, it is what it is. Black Friday, that's whom they have. They're playing the Miami Dolphins at home. Then week 13, they are playing at home Atlanta Falcons. They also play at home week 14, the Houston Texans. Then they go to Miami week 15. And then they come back home versus the Washington Commanders. Then week 17 they play at Cleveland, which is also a Thursday night game. And then week 18, as we know, all week 18s are always going to be determined. Why? Because they have to make sure that what do you call it? They have to make sure that wait, hold on, wait. There you go. What is this? Yeah, they have to make sure that they what do you call it? That they can make the schedule properly. So the week 18, you'll never really know like what's going on until it actually happens. So that's the only thing. It's a bummer, but it is what it is. Let's see here. Why is this a web file? Dang it! Sorry, give me a second here. I'm trying to save one thing here. Copy image. Let me see if it'll let me. Sorry guys, give me a second. I'm trying to save the last one that I need, and for some reason it's not working. So, but anywho, that's essentially what they got as far as the Jets and their schedule. Okay, so now we gotta go ahead and discuss each and every one of these games, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get the heck out of here. Ugh, seeing all that gangrene, awful. I don't know about you, but so let's let's go ahead and make this what it should be, which is JPEG, JPEG, or PNG. I'll take it. I don't care. Okay. Sorry, just give me a second, guys. I'm trying to say the last one that we need. There it is. Okay, so that's the Jets. Now let me go over what I initially thought the Jets were gonna do. Okay, because at the end of the day, you're gonna have to actually know what your opponents are doing this off season, and then what was our initial idea of um, our initial record position, because that's essentially what we did. Excuse me. So our Jets original record prediction we did back in May, like I mentioned. Now last year the Unit Jets, their record was 7-10. They just missed the playoffs, but excuse me, a lot. Obviously Robert Sala is their head coach. They now this particular season, some of their big notable changes in additions to their team where the addition of obviously Aaron Rodgers. It's going to be second year for Sauce Gardner, and they were able to lock down Quinton Williams, which we all know they almost barely did. So they were able to go ahead and lock down their quarterback, which is good finally. So they're going to be able to go ahead and have solid quarterback play. At least that's what everybody's telling me. So with that, um, I can't help myself, ladies and gentlemen. I had to do it. Like, come on, man. This is who they got, ladies and gentlemen, as their flipping quarterback. So there you go. Now with that, they got obviously they locked down Quinton Williams. That's the biggest things that they essentially did this off season more than anybody else. They are a young team, so I'm not gonna pretend like they're not. They're essentially, ladies and gentlemen, the I can't. It's just I laugh too hard when it comes to Aaron Rodgers in that picture. I think it's kind of perfect. But essentially, they have a young team. So right now, this is where the Jets are currently stand. They have a young team that they got. They've been drafting consistently high because they've been sucking so much for the last few years. So right now they have been drafting actually some pretty decent players, as you saw. They had several players that won awards last year, including the Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and Sauce Gardner. They also play. They also brought in, like I said, Aaron Rodgers. So we all kind of said it. If you're really a football fan, you saw they went 7-10 last year, but it's because they had horrendous quarterback play. So because of that, we said all they got to do is get a quarterback, and with that quarterback, they should be able to get better. Excuse me, water break. So with that being said, the Jets, they're not so bad. They're not as bad as you would want them to be. Like, I mean, not gonna pretend like why would I want them to do good? You know what I mean? Like they're my opponents this year. They, like I said, they've been consistently inconsistent. Right now, their starters, obviously, they got their QB, which is Aaron Rodgers. Zach Wilson's their backup. They got Brees Hall as far as coming back. They obviously he was slotted to be rookie of the year, getting a lot of runs last year, but got injured and missed pretty much most of the season. They did were able to pick up Dalvin Cook, so that's another notable addition as well. As we know, Dalvin Cook is a homegrown Florida boy, but things didn't work out, and we weren't able to close that deal because of other other reasons. To be at this point, I'd rather not even. Good morning, Greg Neal. Welcome, buddy. Welcome. And they picked up from the Packers. Essentially, this is the New Jersey Packers. So because now they got Alan Lazard from the Packers, they got Aaron Rodgers from the Packers. Okay, we all know Randall Cobb also from the Packers. Like essentially, they just brought like the pieces from the Packers that Aaron Rodgers wanted, and they got those first, and then they got Aaron Rodgers. Okay, now their O line, they got a decent O line. That's one thing I will say. Their trenches is pretty good. They do have Dwayne Brown, Laken Tomlinson, Conor McGregor, Elijah Vera Tucker, Makai Becton. Now Makai Becton has been injured his entire career so far, and I think this is gonna be his third year in the season in the league, or second, for sure at minimum second or third year in the league. He's been injured the entire time, unfortunately. So that's what they have as their starting line, and they're looking to go ahead and have that solid trench for what's his name, obviously. In the defense, they got John Franklin Myers, they got Al Woods, Al. Obviously, Quentin Williams, they just sent to that monstrous contract. Quentin Williams refused to play until he got a contract and he was being shopped around. Carl Lawson, they also got Jamie Sherwood as their linebacker, CJ Mosley, Quincy Williams, another linebacker. Sauce, we already know their rookie sensation or second year sensation as far as corner. All he does is just hold players, which is ridiculous, but whatever. They also got Michael Carter the second as well as their backup corner. They got DJ Reed. They also got Brees Hall. So they got several young players as well. And as far as safety, they got Jordan Whitehead and Adrian Amos. So not too bad. Greg Zerline is their kicker, and Thomas Morstead, it just hurts me seeing him there. Um, is their punter as well, and holder. So there you go. So that's essentially their team, their roster. Now, as far as what we believed, where I had them winning. So week one versus the Bills at home. All of this, by the way, what's up, Bleezy? Welcome, welcome. All of this was prior to them getting Aaron Rodgers. I'm like, they're not getting Aaron Rodgers. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Jets are not getting Aaron Rodgers. It's not gonna happen. So because of that, let me make sure so y'all know which team I'm referring to. I was like, they're not getting Aaron Rodgers. I don't believe it. Um, but I said he ended up getting Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I don't know what else to say. He actually ended up getting Aaron Rodgers, ladies and gentlemen. So my prediction for them initially prior to Aaron Rodgers was 8-9, ladies and gentlemen. So I had them losing to the Bills, losing to the Cowboys, beating the Patriots, losing to the Chiefs, beating the Broncos, losing to Philly, getting their bye week. Then week 8, 9, and 10, winning versus the Giants, Chargers, and Raiders, losing to Buffalo again, losing to Miami, winning versus Atlanta and the Texans week 13 and 14, losing to Miami week 15, beating the Commanders 16, and then losing to the Browns and losing to the Patriots. And that's how I had them going 8-9. That was my prediction prior to what do you call it? Prior to them getting Aaron Rodgers. But now taking a look at it with Aaron Rodgers, realistically speaking, my new updated schedule because you have to be cognizant of their changes and you do have to apply that. So my new schedule, I do believe that this time versus the Buffalo Bills, I still think they're gonna lose versus Buffalo. I don't. Well, no, no, no. They're gonna beat Buffalo, but let me explain why though. Because it's gonna be a setup. That's why. It's gonna be a setup. And let me explain this setup, okay? It's really weird, but what's up, Ruben? Welcome, buddy. Welcome, Ryan P. I see you guys. Welcome. Good morning. Listen, the league is gonna have Aaron Rodgers win that game. It's Monday night. It's prime time. They want to be able to, go out with a bang. So it's going to be a W right now, in my opinion. They're gonna make it be a W. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. But the league will make this a W for them. But Miss Fins, you sound like everything's rigged. It's not rigged. Football isn't rigged. You said that. I didn't say that. But but I will tell you this. I do believe they are going to end up beating with them because again, it's Aaron Rodgers coming back. He is furious, salty Rodgers or whatever they're trying to say. Whatever. So I got them winning versus the Bills. Now I don't know about that Dallas Cowboy. The defenses are gonna be the ones winning. So when you got the defenses, because they're both really good defenses, between Dallas Cowboys and them, now you got to look into the offenses. You got CeeDee Lamb on one end, and then you also got Gardner in the other. You see what I mean? What's up, JC? Welcome. There's no way Jets go 8-9. I already have the script. And then you must have just gotten here because I said that was prior to Aaron Rodgers, which is why we're redoing the schedule. So their prediction now is they are gonna beat the Buffalo that first week. Yep, sorry, Miss. You mean the ref may miss a few calls? They may, so it happens. It happens in every game. Versus Dallas though, at Dallas, uh, I really, I really do think that this is going to be a battle of the QBs at the end of the day. Who's a better QB? I mean, you got to give the notch to Aaron Rodgers, but I think that the Jets are going to stumble a little bit at the beginning because he's still gonna have that issue with the timing with his core, with his receiving core, even though they kind of softened him by literally bringing him Cobb and Lazard. But anywho, I'm gonna give the win to the Dallas. So I think they'll lose to Dallas, in my opinion. So they're gonna lose to Dallas. Then they play versus New England. I think they're gonna beat New England for sure. Versus Kansas City, nah, that's a loss. I'm not gonna. I don't foresee that. Get out of here. I see what you did there. What's up, Steve? I don't think Dallas will be able to run Jets win. Uh no, no. Versus the Broncos though. Now this is interesting, guys. This is Sean Payton. You know he already had Drew Brees. He's supposed to be doing the same thing with Russell Wilson. I think they're gonna stumble through the first few weeks of the season. Both teams are gonna stumble a little bit, but I gotta give the Jets the nudge in this one. I don't think that they're gonna lose to them. I think Philadelphia this week ain't no way they're losing to to the Jets. I don't think so because Philly's a full complete team. The only complete team. Let me put it to you this way: I don't even think the Chiefs have a complete team like the Eagles do. The Eagles got the defensive line, the offensive line. They got the wide receiving core. They got the secondary. The talk about loaded team. That is, if you want to build the ideal team, it's what the Philly Eagles have right now. So ain't no way they're beating the Eagles. So they take an L for me, in my opinion. So that means the first, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, I got them going 1, 2, 3, 3-3. Before I had them going 4-2, now I got them going 3-3. Okay? New England getting disrespected. They actually have an OC. No way uh, yeah. No way they don't improve. That is true. But we're gonna discuss New England in a second. Okay, they can improve. But I still don't. I still think that Jets have a better team than New England. So it is what it is. Week 8, I got the Jets going versus the Giants. I do see the Jets winning this game versus the Chargers. Bosa. I don't know. This is gonna be battle of the defenses, in my opinion, because the offense is just so good. Man, I can't. Yeah, I can't see them. I can't see them not. What do you call it? Not beating the Chargers, in my opinion. What's up, Crazy Dolphin? Welcome. Then we got the Raiders. So I might have them beating the Raiders too. I might have them beating. Yeah, I just don't. I don't trust what they're doing over there with the Raiders. I know they got Devontae Adams, but I don't trust it. They are losing to Buffalo, and I do believe they are losing. They are losing to Miami on Black Friday, and that's not me being a homer. I think it'll be way too much, barring injuries, guys. Again, I do believe so. I think they'll beat the Falcons. They'll beat Houston at home. So they'll lose at home versus Miami, and I do have them losing at home versus Miami as well. What? That's not a homer take. Maybe, but I do for sure they're losing to Miami in Miami, in my opinion. The one they got a chance maybe would be Black Friday, but I don't see it, man. I don't see it. I really do. I do believe. Listen, we almost destroyed. Had it not been for 3 horrible passes, we were destroying the Packers last year. So no, I'm not going to. I'm not going to pretend like all of a sudden just because he got a new team and he got a younger team and a way better defense and some questionably really better offense. Yeah, I can see what you mean. They probably have a shot at beating us in New York. I mean, New Jersey, but nah. They're beating the Falcons and the Texans, not Miami. Washington Commanders, yes. I think by week 17, Cleveland Browns are going to be humming. So I'm giving them an L. I think between Deshaun and between the Jets, I'm taking Deshaun. And then week 18 versus the Patriots, I actually have the Patriots beating at home the Jets. What week do you see Skyler or Mike White predict? Get out of here. We basically should have beaten Green Bay last year. Exactly, Greg. Thank you. 1000%. Nope. Jets sweep Miami. No way Jets are beating Miami. Now they did get five primetime games. So week 1, 4, 9, 10, and 17 are all primetime games. They got two Monday night football games, two Sunday night football games, and a Thursday night football game. And I always like to throw in this one because I do believe the Black Friday game is also a primetime game, and that would be week 12. Even though they technically say it's not primetime, but it is, bro. It is freaking holiday. So essentially, they got six part-time games, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. My schedule for them now changed to 9-8. I put the Jets at 9-8. This is so weird. Okay, I can't be that much of a hater. Like, hold up, I need to back this up. I think they're actually gonna get double-digit wins. So let's revisit this. I don't think we're gonna split with the. We're probably splitting with the. I just don't want to lose Black Friday, man. That's gonna suck. Major booty. Okay, fine. Taking my Homer hat off. They'll beat us. Damn it. They'll beat us Black Friday because they're at home. That's the only way. And but they're not doing any better than 10-7, bro. Get the hell out of here. That's it. Like that's it. The two changes is that I do believe now they will split with the Bills instead of getting swept by the Bills. And I do believe that they will split with Miami instead of getting swept by Miami. What did you have Miami sweeping the Jets? Yes, I did. Okay, whatever, man. Okay, so there you have it. That is who. That's the new schedule prediction that I have for them, and that was what's today? The six. There you go. So yeah, that's not gonna work. Let me. So I got them going 10-7. Okay. That was the Patriots. So there you go. You got it. 10-7. I don't think they're gonna be doing that much. It's the first year with the new offense and with the so no. Patriots schedule prediction. The new one is gonna be 10-7. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's go to our next. We had prior to all the changes and all the stuff, we had the Patriots going 8-9, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Now let's go over the Patriots schedule, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. So you guys are aware. We have Patriots. They're gonna be playing whew, a really tough freaking game. They got Philly right at the gate, week 1. Then they got Miami, Sunday night football in Miami at home, sorry. Then they go to the Jets week 3. Then they come to the Cowboys week 4. At home versus the Saints week 5. Week 6 they got the Raiders in Las Vegas. Then week 7 they come back home, play the Bills week 9. Week 8. They're in Miami. Week 9, they play at home versus the Commanders. And week 10, they play at home again. Oh, it's not even home. This is the Germany game. Oof. They got to travel all the way up to the Germany game. That's a bummer for them. Oh, look here. Then week 11, they got the bye week. Ooh, week 12, they're playing in New Jersey versus the Giants. Week 13, they play versus the Chargers at home. Then they go Thursday night football to Pittsburgh. They play Monday night football at home versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Week 15, the Broncos. Week 16, Sunday night football in Denver. Then they go to the Buffalo Bills week 17. And then they come, it looks like it's going to be a home game versus the Jets. So there you go. And that is their schedule now for this 2023 season, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. I had them going, like I said, this is prior to any changes and blah, blah, blah. What's up, word of mouth? Welcome, buddy. I had them going 8-9 prior to. Okay, this might have actually changed for the worse for me because I'm not feeling this team right now at all. So let's go over here real quick. So I had them losing the first 3 weeks, winning the next 3 weeks. So meaning losing to Philly, Miami, and the Jets, beating the Cowboys, Saints, and Raiders. Then I had them losing to the Bills and Miami. Had them winning versus the Commanders and the Colts. Then their 11 week 11 bye week. Then I had them beating the Giants and the Chargers. Then I had them losing to the Steelers and the Chiefs, beating Bronco, losing to the Buffalo, and then beating the Jets. So that's what I had them going as 8-9. Okay. Now, oh, I forgot to ask y'all. What do you think? Let me ask you real quick because I love to get you guys this point. Jets record prediction. I forgot to ask this. So let's see here. Let me ask. Oh, that ain't gonna happen, but I'll do it. Okay. There you go. So tell me about your Jets record prediction while I continue here with the Patriots. That was prior to all the changes. Now I know that they got their notable additions. I mean, they got some. The main one, in my opinion, it has to be getting O'Brien. What's his name? Oh snap! And getting their offensive coordinator O'Brien, former head coach of the Houston Texans, as their offensive coordinator. That was the best thing they could have done. Bill O'Brien, thank you. I'm like it's O'Brien, but I don't know why I couldn't think of his name. Right now, last year their record was 8-9. They missed the playoffs. Obviously, they still got Bill Belichick. Oh, can't stand it. Some of their key players, obviously, Mac Jones, who is the only active QB in their roster. They got Juju Smith. They got Matt Judon as well. Um, so that is whom their biggest players essentially so far. They did make an off-season acquisition, probably the greatest acquisition of all time, when they picked up the greatest tight end of all time, and Mike Gesicki. So right now he's gonna be that one-two punch with Hunter Henry. As you already know, they got Hunter Henry. Now they have Mike Gesicki. It's gonna be tandem. It's gonna be a great. I know they got Matt Corral. I saw they have it in their backup, obviously, and then they have Zappy in the practice squad. So they just made that change recently too. They got Ramondre Stevenson and Ezekiel Elliott was the other major pickup that they had this. I can't believe they got Elliott, but yes, they got Ezekiel Elliott. That was a major pickup for them. They obviously have Parker and Kendrick Bourne as their wide receivers. And their O line is Trent Brown, Cole Strange, David Andrews, Michael Nwenu, and Calvin Anderson. As far as their defense is concerned, I mean, nobody really that stands out except Matt Judon is probably the main guy, to be honest with you. Delusional Patriots fan says Judon 15 sacks, Uche 11 sacks. Those two are probably the biggest guys. They're linebackers. Other than that, Devon Godchow is definitely an insane nose tackle. So I would say that's pretty much it. Jabril Peppers is also pretty good as their safety. So okay, relax, delusional. I'm not trying to give him all the credit, but if I could take my Homer hat off, Jabril Peppers is a good free safety. They got Kyle Duger as well. They actually have a pretty good defense. I'm not gonna lie. The Patriots defense has always been pretty good. As we know, Bill Belichick is the defensive head coach. So they actually do have a pretty good defense. And even their backups are actually pretty good. Hold on, are we sleeping on New England? We're not sleeping on New England. Good morning, Shake Money. Good morning, Bob Young. The greatest overrated tight end only blocks on Twitter. I don't care, but he blocks, doesn't he? Yeah. Let's see here. So yeah, they actually have a pretty really good defense in my opinion. So that was that. That's whom I had as far as them and their record. Okay, don't stop coming for me, Lord. But that's who I had as far as their record. Okay, Jack Jones, Marcus Jones, Gonzalez, Jonathan Jones. They had a lot of Joneses. Keeping up with the Joneses. I read them. I read them. Like I said, they have a really good defense. They've always had a really good defense, essentially. Um, Now let's go over with all the additions, and now they solidified their offense because that's what we said. They sucked with their offense. They had no offense. Their defense pretty good. Offense horrible. But let's not lie. They're losing to Philadelphia. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna. They're not beating Philly. I don't care what you tell me. They're losing to Philly. As far as versus Miami at home, they're losing to Miami, man. And that's not a homer take. I do believe Miami will be sweeping the Patriots, period. They are definitely losing to the Jets, in my opinion. So there you have it. Exactly. Then them versus the Cowboys. Essentially, the all I almost want to give them an L here too. This is the part that I was. The defenses kind of cancel each other. It's all about the offense because they got another tight end. And I'm not trying to be funny, but they're actually run by. He loves that two tight end set. Absolutely loves that two tight end set. Let me end this poll real quick. Um, I think having a reliable pass catching tight end it's gonna make them better, but still, yeah, I don't foresee their offense still being that good now because it is Bill O'Brien. You know he's gonna make changes. He's gonna have this team running for Mac Jones's maximizing Mac Jones's ability. I'll tell you that. What's up, beer guy? Welcome. Good morning, Miss Phins. Welcome, buddy. Hey, man, you want to join my fantasy league? Let me know. I still got two more spots, and the draft is tonight at 8. So let me know, beer guy. Um, but yeah, like it's gonna be very interesting to see what that offers. But it's gonna be the first year implementing it, and like I said, teams always stumble in the first few weeks. So I gotta give them the L to versus the Jets as well. So I'm not changing that. Now, really quickly, you guys put Jets. 50% of you guys said Jets will go 10-7. 25% said they'll do 8-9 or 9-8. Only 12% said 11-6 and 12-5. So interesting. 75% of you guys think that they'll do 8 or 9 up to 10-7. Is there a buy-in? What platform are you using? Yes, there's a buy-in. So the winner gets $200. The buy-in is $40, and we're using ESPN Fantasy. So it's ESPN Fantasy, and the draft is tonight. Like I said, live here at 8 p.m. Word of mouth. You say you got another person for the league. It can't be you, bro. If it's legitimately another person, make sure that they're subscribed with Miss Phins. That's all you got to do. You know what I mean? You already know the deal, bro. This is your second year doing it. If you got someone else for me, I'd appreciate it. Get in touch with them. Let me know. And then that way we can go ahead and get them in here too, okay? So yeah, I got them losing to the Philly, Dolphins, and Jets versus the Cowboys. You're gonna have to go offense and offense. Cowboys have a more established offense, whether we like it or not. This is gonna be the true test of Tony Pollard, being that he's gonna be the number one running back. I think he really benefited from having Ezekiel Elliott on the other opposite of him because everybody focused on Elliott. You know what I mean? But I still think that Pollard was a better running back then. I mean, I always picked Pollard over Elliott, anyways. If you can let me know as soon as possible, word of mouth, that'd be great. And beer guy, let me know too if you're interested. Like I said, it's $40 for the buy-in. The winner gets $200, and it's what do you call it? There's gonna be like a little miniature trophy too. It's actually pretty cool. Um, so I think that mm, I think they're gonna actually. Now that I'm talking about this, I could easily see them going 0-4. Oof, it's nasty. I do see them beating the Saints. I do see them beating the Saints, but the Saints just no, no. I was just talking to my friend. They got Michael Thomas. They got Derek Carr. That's gonna be and Kamara. I know he's suspended, but he should be back by then. Regardless, this is gonna be an interesting offense. But still, you know, you gotta take into consideration the different things. Oh man, are the Patriots gonna beat the Cowboys? I'm stuck in that game. Guys, help me out. Are Patriots beating the Cowboys? Yes or no? Because that's where I'm stuck right now. I really, oh dang, I don't know what to say. I really do think Patriots will be. Oof, it's the offense because the defenses cancel each other out. It's gonna be coming down to the offense. So, do you trust Dak Prescott over Matt Jones? Mac Jones? Yes. Their weapons versus depends on Dak, right? That's the problem. Thank you, JC. That's the problem I'm having. I cannot reconcile with Dak Prescott. He is so hot and cold. God, it kills me. You know what? I'm gonna let. Somehow, I have a feeling that Belichick will find a way to destroy him. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to take Patriots with that one. Zeke is coming for. Oh, that's right. And this is the first game. Yeah, I'm taking Patriots, dude. The fact that they let go of Zeke and they got picked up, nah, I think Zeke is gonna definitely go off. And you know, Belichick loves to do that to like four players who are an opposing team. Like I'm gonna be honest with you right now, that second team, the second game versus the Patriots that we have, I expect Devontae Parker and Mike Gesicki to go off. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't lie. That's the Belichick way. That's how he is. Patriots 0, 10-16 next team. I don't know what you're saying, delusional. Fix that up. What do the people who are really signed up for fantasy need to do tonight? It's very simple, guys. Not now. In a couple, maybe like an hour or so, I'm gonna be sending you a link to StreamYard. You're gonna be coming back here with me backstage, and then you're gonna be able to be live with me and watching the draft. He said, "Nah, cause the draft tonight. He just scared." What you mean? He's scared? Cause the draft is tonight. He's got a whole day to prepare. What is he talking about? Convince him word of mouth. Oh, that's ridiculous. The Patriots running 12 personnel with Gesicki. Yeah, they are. They absolutely are. And you know, he lost his two. He lost his tight ends, man. Belichick lost his tight ends. So yeah, let's see here. Now, so I'm gonna give the Patriots the win for that one. I forgot that Zeke is coming back versus the Saints. I'm not trying to throw away, that, but they do have Michael Thomas. I don't trust the Saints defense, so I have to go with the Patriots. Same thing with the Raiders. Although the Raiders do have Garoppolo, he's serviceable QB. They got Josh Jacobs. They got Devontae Adams. Damn, that's a sick offense, actually. They can drop that one. I can see them drop into the Raiders, but for some reason, Belichick has always been good versus the Raiders. We'll give him the W this time. Versus Buffalo and Miami losses. I think Patriots are getting swept by the Bills and they're getting swept by Miami, in my opinion. They'll split with the Jets. Actually, do I even have them split with it? Yeah, I do. I got them split with the Jets. Oh no, I don't. Because remember, we changed it. Jets lost. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Gesicki is going to look like Kelsey with Belichick. Oh, I know. Trust me, I'm fully aware. And I'm gonna throw up in my mouth. I can't stand it. Versus Commanders, they'll be the Commanders. They'll be Indianapolis. They're actually Patriots are actually pretty good away in foreign games. So versus the Giants, it's gonna be interesting. But I do have them beating there. Chargers. Okay, this is where I need to. I don't think they're beating. Ladies and gentlemen, I actually think Chargers are beating the Patriots in this game. I think the Steelers are gonna beat the Patriots too, and the Chiefs. So that's the one that is changed for me. Uh-huh. They're gonna take another L here. Versus the Broncos, they'll be Buffalo again. They're losing to Buffalo, and I already said that they're gonna beat the Jets. So I had them initially going 8-9. Oh, it's weird, but I actually have them going 7-10. I do think that they are going to lose to the Chargers versus doing it. So now, what are y'all's record prediction for the Patriots? And delusional Patriots fan, you can feel free to go ahead and prediction. You can feel free to go ahead and do it. Let's do this. 8-9, 9-8. It should be 7-11. No, 7-10. 8-9. The only overall consensus that I keep hearing from the entire league is that the Patriots were going to be last in the division. And to Delusional's point yesterday actually, that's what they said last year, and they ended up being third. So, hey, they have a shot. They have a shot. But let me change this. Let me change this real quick to what I now believe is going to be their schedule, which is 7-10. I think they're gonna regress, even though you can't put it past the Belichick, because you can't say whatever you want about the Patriots and no one will contest it. What do you mean? What are you delusional? What are you trying to say? Are you trying to debate me on it? You think as long as it's disparaging, you can argue with me, disagree with me. I have no problem. You can say whatever you want about the Patriots, and no one will contest it all you want, man. Contest it all you want. I'm just going based on the matchups. I'm just going based on the matchups. And every year, I like to see, okay, did I get this right? Did I not get this right? Did that match up that I thought would be? That's why Color says Miss Phins is actually pretty good at picking the matchups. It's for a reason. But again, I'm not perfect. I mess up on a lot of matchups. A lot of them. Mm. I bet you could make a narrative about Belichick being a bad guy because he eats tacos on Wednesdays and not Tuesday. Anybody can. But he is a bad guy. I can't stand Belichick. I will never like him. I got Pats having a winning season. Belichick wants that record. I know he does. He he absolutely does. I'm pretty sure he's got some sort of arrangement with what's his name? Robert Kraft. Listen, just keep me here until I beat that record and then fire me, or I will happily retire. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's what it's gonna be, which to me is ridiculous. And it says it's not a you thing; it's a media thing. Well, I know that. Nobody likes the Patriots. Period. But but let's see here. 40% people say they go 7-10. 20% so far say 8-9. 40% say 9-8. I think it's gonna be end up being 9-8 at the end of the day, but uh, I think they're gonna lose to the Chargers, and I already had them going 8-9. Every other like, where? Give me another win. You think we're gonna split with the Patriots? I don't think so. We're not splitting with the Patriots. They're split, and I think they're gonna get swept by the Bills. Unless you think they're not gonna get swept by the Bills. When are they playing the Bills? Week 7 at home. Okay, so if you get that win versus Bills and you split with the Bills, that'll still keep you at 8-9. New England is sweeping. Oh, sweetie, don't do it. Don't not do that to yourself. Okay, I like you, Patriots, delusional Patriots fan, but don't do that to yourself. That will keep him at 8-9. And we swap the winnings. They lose to the Chargers, but they can split versus the Bills. I can see that. Win at home, lose away. When you watch the game, look for 99. I got 99, but one. That will keep him at 9-8. 8-9, sorry. I just still think that they're gonna have a losing record, in my opinion. Again, guys, it's just my opinion. It's not finite, final. Let's see, and then we got one more. We gotta do the annoying Bills. All right, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get back with Taco Wednesday. Yes, uh, any day is a taco day. Now their primetime games are gonna be Sunday night football, Thursday night football, and Monday night football. Versus week 2 versus the Dolphins, week 14 versus the Steelers, week 15 versus the Chiefs. However, I also count the week 10 Indianapolis Colts Germany game as being a primetime game because, I mean, why wouldn't it be? You know what I mean? Like, made no sense. And then they also have the week 16, they also have the Christmas Eve one as well at nighttime. So because of that, realistically think they have 5 primetime games. The the Jets have 6, Patriots have 5, and I don't even want to go over. The Bills got like 80 million, but it's the Bills, and thankfully nobody really believes in the Bills anymore. Yay! Let's go! Haha! So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I still think they're gonna go 8-9, maybe 7-9. 7-10 might have been a little much. Only because of my Padre, I'm gonna keep it at 8-9. I don't think they've done enough to be able to change that for me. But I am with you. I think they can go ahead and split with the Bills. So there you go, 8-9. It's my final prediction before the season starts officially this week for the Patriots. No pressure on the Bills is a positive. I actually agree with you. I think it's going to end up being a reverse effect, which I don't like at all, actually. I really don't like at all. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And now we got the Buffalo Bills, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we do. We got the Buffalo Bills. This is their schedule for this season. I had them prior to any changes or anything like that, going 12-5 out of multiple reasons why. But I had them going that way because, again, defending um, division champs, all that good stuff, blah blah blah. Right now, there's a few things that I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Uh, I don't know. You know what I mean? So at first, I had them going and beating the Jets, right? So let me go over the schedule so y'all can see. September 11th, this week, they got Monday Night Football. They got the Jets at the Jets. Week 2, they got Raiders at home. Then they go to Washington Commanders for week 3. Week 4, they're at home versus Miami. And then week 5, they're at home versus Jacksonville. Well, not at home, but they have the London game in Jacksonville for week 5. Week 6, they got the Giants game at home. Week 7, they're in New England. Week 8, they have the Bucks game at home. Week 9, they have Cincinnati away. Week 10, they're playing at home versus the Broncos. Week 11, at home versus the Jets. Week 12, in Philadelphia. Week 13, they have a late bye week. Week 14, they have the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City. Week 15, they're playing Dallas at home. Week 16, they're at the Chargers. Week 17, they're playing New England at home. And week 18, they are at Miami to finish out the season. They also have Monday Night Football game week 1. They have, let me see here, one, two, three, four, five, six primetime games. But as I always say, there's always another one, and I'm gonna explain to you the extra ones here. Okay. So they have Monday night game versus the Jets week 1. They got Sunday night game week 6 versus the Giants. Thursday night game week 8 versus the Bucks. Sunday night football week 9 versus the Bengals. Monday night football week 10 versus the Broncos. Saturday night football versus the Chargers on week 16. And as I always say, you also have to take into consideration that Jacksonville Jaguar London game. To me, that's also a primetime game. And the last one that I wanted to go ahead and say, oh shoot. Oh, okay. And then I think that was the only one that I can think of that was a primetime game, unless it's yeah, because the Chargers they also already have it as a primetime game. So yeah, so essentially they have 7 primetime games this season. Not surprised, being that they won the division. It is what it is. Okay. Now my prediction for them, like I told you guys, was initially 12-5. So let's go over this. Week 1 versus the Jets. I had them winning that game, but now I got them losing that game. I think that Aaron Rodgers and the league are going to really work on that game. And I think somehow they just are going to pull it off. Then they got the Raiders, they got the Commanders, and they got the Dolphins. I do believe they're going to be winning all 3 games. Okay. I actually think they're gonna lose to Jaguars because Jaguars are really good in overseas games, so they're losing to the Jaguars, in my opinion. Um, in London, then they come back versus the Giants. I think they'll beat them. The hold on, week 7. Oh, wow, I'm special. Sorry, I was comparing it to the Jets schedule. The way I have it set up, it kind of threw me off. Sorry. So I had them go losing to the Jets there. Then they have the Patriots game week 7, and I got them losing to that game as well. So that's interesting. 2 extra L's that I'm seeing here. Okay. They win, in my opinion, versus the Buccaneers. They lose to Cincinnati because that's their kryptonite. They'll beat the Broncos. They'll beat the Jets, in my opinion. splitting that series. Then definitely losing to the Eagles. Bye week. They lose to the Chiefs, even though I know they beat them last year. They're losing to the Chiefs. They're beating the Cowboys. In my opinion, they're beating the Chargers, and I do believe they do beat the Patriots the second time around. And they are losing to Miami away. So adding an additional two losses, okay, because that's where I have them at. That will put them at 10-7, ladies and gentlemen. So let me update this here real quick. Oh, 10-7. Yep. It's crazy. 10-7. Ooh. Can you believe that, ladies and gentlemen? Am I being a homer? Be honest with me. Yanks will be the one seed in the AFC bucket. JC, are you messing with me or are you being for real? Because I have the Jacks being like third overall in the AFC in my opinion. I'm being super serious. Like I really am loving what the Jacks are doing right now. And I saw them live, so but let's see here. Okay, so we're gonna be 9. Let's go 12-5, 11-6, 10-7, 9-8. So let's do 8, 9, or 9-8. Okay, go ahead and check that out. Go ahead and check that out. I honestly can't wait for the season to start. Me neither, man. Me neither. They have the weakest schedule and one of the most loaded rosters. Agreed, JC. The Jags are. I'm ecstatic with the Jets right now. I'm telling you, they're gonna be special this year. That's for sure. We know this. They are gonna be special this year. So it'll be very interesting to see how that plays out for them. But I have them going 10-7. Let's see here. Okay. We got one person voting so far. Come on, guys. Let's get the voting up. Let's get the voting up. Let's get at least let's get a few more votes here. I want to see what you guys have to say. But I'm with you, JC. I think that them not having the pressure might actually be beneficial for them because I think that the Bills can't handle pressure. Period. I don't think not the Bills. I don't think Josh Allen can handle pressure. 13 sack. I mean, how many times, dude? 13 seconds. Like, so many issues he's had at this point. Rough. Rough. So, yeah, I personally think, I don't personally believe, in my opinion, that, yeah, I don't personally believe, in my opinion, that it's gonna be, it's gonna be any better than this. They're gonna be okay. They're gonna be okay. Oh man, everybody thinks they're gonna go 11-6. Okay, maybe what am I being a little too harsh going 10-7? No, I think they really have fallen from grace. I'm not afraid of them. That's the thing. I'm not afraid of the Bills anymore. That gap that there was between the Bills, and the Bills versus the division, that gap has zeroed out, in my opinion. And the Bills versus the Dolphins is zeroed out. Point differential between all three games we played last year was 3 points. A. B, had it not been for a horrendous, I blame Mike McDaniel for our playoff loss. In my opinion, that's overall who I blame. Mike McDaniel. Steve Young would have been insane in this game. Oh, I agree. I agree. Steve Young, I think would have been really good. Now Montana would have been really good. I mean, Bradshaw probably would have been good. But to say that Marino will get cooked by modern passes, you're just saying that just to troll. When in fact, Marino would have had 8,000 yards, and about 70 touchdowns. So, yeah, in any team. Give me the worst team in the league, and he'd average that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So yeah, there you go. Because he is the greatest quarterback of all time. Period. Don't take my word for it. Take for the four-time Super Bowl MVP, four-time Super Bowl champ, Joe Montana, and countless of other Hall of Famers will say the same thing. So, but yeah, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 10-7. So, okay, that's whom I have here. That's essentially where I got it from. That's essentially where I got it from. Delusional Marino had two wideouts and a tight end through 5,000 yards. Now, can you have four wideouts? Do the math. And you know what? Not even just that, Greg Neal. Not even just that. And that's with a league when there were real penalties. Not all these, for every little thing you get a foul. Please, you can't touch Marino? You in a league that you can't touch Marino, bro. He was doing that when all the other quarterbacks were averaging 30. Not averaging, the highest was 31, 3,200 at most. So now you see why. Okay? So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we're sticking to. But where does that put? Because this is interesting. Look. If you have the Bills going 10-7, right? If you got the Bills going 10-7, if you got the Jets going 10-7, and then you got the Patriots going 8-9, what do we have to pay the Dolphins going? I'm gonna give you guys my final record prediction. And that right there, to be honest with you guys, is super simple. Come on Thursday so we can go ahead and go talk about it, okay? Because I got to get out of here, guys. But thank you so much for coming through. Yeah, I love leaving you guys in suspense. Thank you very much. Yeah, guys, we're going to discuss the Dolphins' my final record prediction for the Dolphins. And I'm going to redo this too. I'm going to redo my playoffs, my final playoff prediction, because I think this is gonna be great. I did this with color 3 months ago. I'm gonna redo this now because I want to make sure that we can see with all the final changes who's gonna end up making the Super Bowl, who's gonna make the playoffs at least. You know what I mean? My way too early Super Bowl predictor. So check that out. Tomorrow we're gonna discuss our final Dolphins record prediction and the league record prediction. And then on top of that, tonight at 6 p.m., ladies and gentlemen, we have our League Wide Wednesdays with color commentary tonight at 6 p.m. Then we also have at 8 p.m., it's going to be our draft. Our draft will be at 8 p.m. So definitely come through because it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. We're just going to be talking to everybody and kind of discussing what we have available as far as the different players we're going to be drafting. That's going to be a lot of fun. So check us out tonight. We got two different shows at 6 p.m. and at 8 p.m. Come check us out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you so much for coming through, guys. You guys have a wonderful day. What? This whole time it wasn't playing? You guys have a wonderful day, guys. Thank you so much for coming through. And again, this is Miss Phins. I'm Miss Phins. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Take care and bye bye.